Hallelujah. All right, tell me if I have any issues with the video or the sound. Let me get me out of here. All right. Oh, crap. Volume, play.
Not here.
We are SWAT.
We are SWAT,
so.
Good.
Unfortunately, right now you're tying up an emergency line for somebody that could be
We're getting on it now.
arrest or having trouble breathing or having chest pain.
Well, they did try to say that I have to step out of the vehicle, and they're trying to demand things out of me. We're acting like they have the authority.
Shut the car up. Shut the car up. Let's go, Rick. Right? Shut the car up.
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to North Tonawanda, New York State for a traffic stop where a sovereign citizen turns a simple...
Oh, yeah, I forgot the pause button's over here. Okay, so you guys probably saw this offset on Van's channel, but this is the older one. So we get the twofer. And plus, again, I just love the Van Balian sexy voice. He's got a great voice.
Citation for blowing through a stop sign into a circus of epic proportions, where he cites the 10th Amendment of all things, calls 911 on the police, threatens to arrest the president, but ultimately gets arrested by the supervisor he demanded and loses the Hertz hire car he's driving to deliver food in to the impound lot. Right, let's get into the video.
What's up?
Hey, David.
Hey. Tell you who he is yet?
What's that?
Tell you who he is yet?
It's not.
All right, let's take him out and bring him back so we can identify him.
Yep. I was just trying to see if we had anything on there so I could at least come up and already have his information, but it's a rental car.
Yep.
And I got nothing else on it.
No idea who it is?
No, I've never even seen this guy before. Blew right through the stop sign, but he is not, he said he doesn't have to stick around. I was like, okay, well, I'm advising you legally you have to stay here.
Oh, he's detained.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to use the words "I don't stick around."
Wait, you asked? How did you ask him something? Does he go live ever? Or does he have a Discord?
When you're being pulled over by the police. But then again, this is a soft sit we're talking about. Good ideas are not really their forte.
All right. You got a rental car, brother. You got to have a contract for it, right? And a driver's license. I need to see that.
NC196-207, status check.
410-4.
Apparently, I'm going to give you a little bit of insight. My uncle was first sergeant military police.
Okay.
My cousin is a police officer in Genesee County.
Okay. Who is it in Genesee County?
That would be Morgan. Is her first name. So anyway, I also had a federal security clearance of high security public trust, right? So I'm all about Constitution.
Okay.
Here we go again. We've got another soft sit claiming to have special privileges because he had a relative in the military and now law enforcement, in the hope that it will get him out of a ticket. Spoiler alert, it won't. Also, because he brought up the Constitution, I would at this point tell him to go read the 10th Amendment, but I don't need to because he brings it up. Whether he understands it or not, though, is a different matter altogether.
So I need you as a public servant, because am I a public servant or are you the public servant?
So you're correct. I'm a public servant.
Good. You have an oath of office to that Constitution. Am I correct?
Yep.
What's the 10th Amendment?
So I'm not going to get into that.
So you don't, no. Now listen, 10th Amendment.
We're going to have you step out of the car.
Of course I was on mute. Yeah, I was just saying, this is the no guy. And he's freaking annoying. And I can't believe he cited the 10th Amendment.
You're not going to do anything.
All right, come on, sir. Get out.
Yep. I'm going to have you remove out of the car.
Wow, he literally turned into a 6-month-old baby there for a second. And that's not to throw shade on 6-month-old babies. They are definitely more intelligent, more coherent, and better behaved than this guy. I'm just saying it's funny watching a supposed grown man turn into a giant man baby.
So I'm going to record this.
You're free to record. You can record whatever you like.
I'm going to roll up the window. Now you're going to recite the Second Amendment.
I'm going to have 203 start this way as well. 196 and 203 if you can head to this location.
Yeah, he's a
Next
civil
step's like
servant guy too.
911 that gets SWAT here.
We are SWAT. We are SWAT. So
Good.
Oh,
You're insurrectionist at this point in time, because if you're trying to demand anything out of me,
Sorry.
You need to identify
I
yourself.
have no problem with giving you my license and what have you. What I'm doing is I'm ensuring you're abiding by your oath to the Constitution.
So we need to see your driver's license.
You don't
your
need to
vehicle
see
registration.
anything from me because you are a public servant. I have the right to travel under the 9th Amendment.
Okay, first of all, threatening to call 911 on a cop is hilarious just on its own. But threatening to call 911 to demand SWAT officers when the SWAT officers are the ones doing the traffic stop is pure comedy gold. And secondly, no, the right to travel does not include the right to drive a motor vehicle on a public road without a license, registration, insurance, etc.
He cited the 9th Amendment too. I've seen sovereign citizens cite the First Amendment, the 4th Amendment, the 6th Amendment, the 8th Amendment, the 9th Amendment. Shit, I even think maybe the 10th Amendment, definitely the 14th Amendment. Guess what? It's not in any of those for the right to travel.
I shouldn't really have to keep repeating this, but here we are. And finally, yes, New York state law clearly states that he can ask you for identification for a traffic infraction precisely because he is acting within his capacity as a public servant. But you're going to find this out the hard way shortly.
I have right, First Amendment right, freedom of exercise of religion. Freedom of exercise
So what
of
does that have to do with you?
Exercise.
providing a traffic law violation?
You're the public servant. First Amendment, freedom of
copy.
exercise of religion, right?
Freedom of exercise of
Does it
religion.
state that
So what I
clearly?
don't understand, sir, is what does it have to
So
do with you not stopping
That's
at a
what I'm
stop
getting
sign?
to. Are you going to
and
answer
speeding?
my question?
No.
No, I need to see your driver's license and
If you're
registration.
not going to answer my question, then we're not.
He's not there to pander to your delusional view of the Constitution. He's there to probably just give you a warning for running a stop sign, I would guess. But looks like you're determined to turn this into a circus with you as the clown.
I think it's much higher. I thought it was like somewhere between 8 and 12, but I'm probably wrong. I'm married, so I'm usually wrong.
You want to act like a public servant and answer my question, or do you want to act like you're the
So what
authority
you're
when
going
you
to
have
do
time?
is turn this from just a simple traffic stop.
So what I'm
Verify
doing is
that
I'm
you have a
asserting my rights as a U.S. citizen and validating that you're not abiding by your oath to the Constitution.
So my job here today
So
is to
your
monitor
job here
traffic
today
safety.
is to enforce the law. Is that correct?
Correct, which you violated.
No, because
Well-
which is the supreme law of the land, Marbury versus Madison. If a law is created that violates a constitutional standard, it is automatically null and void.
And when, may I ask, were stop sign violations, the driver's license, and traffic laws in general deemed unconstitutional? Because you can't just wave a magic wand and declare it so. That's the job of the court. You know, the place where Marbury versus Madison, the case you rely so heavily on, was argued and
No, I
ruled on.
got you.
So, sir,
Is that
what does that have
correct?
to
If
do
you
with
have an oath to
not
the
coming to a complete stop
Constitution-
at a stop sign?
So that's what I'm getting to. What's the freedom
I don't
of
understand.
So if you don't understand,
roundabout-
I bet he smells bad. Does that mean? No, it's not. Yeah, I bet he smells bad.
way
free
get
to
that.
educate you. And are you going to
Why are
listen?
you yelling
It's
at
Sir, Pennsylvania
because you
versus
are not
Mims.
listening to
Sir,
me.
Pennsylvania versus Mims says that we have the right to ask you
Quote the
to.
Mims.
You don't have any rights to the First Amendment, separation of church and state.
That's Supreme Court case law.
Supreme Court case, Marbury versus Madison. If a law is made that violates a constitutional standard, it's automatically null and void.
Sir, you can either give us your license or you have to step out of the vehicle.
Your choice.
Right, so in this guy's world, you can cite Supreme Court cases you like and declare any you don't unconstitutional just like that. Then wind your window up like a big baby. What a snowflake.
Snowflake. The easier to break.
There's all the doors are locked too.
It's annoying, isn't it?
I'm here till 10.
I've already fought a course case in North Carolina. Just let you know. I had it thrown out. It was dismissed for the same principle I'm stating with you right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but having a case dismissed and then lying about the reasons is not the threat you think it is.
So do you think you have the authority?
You violated vehicle and traffic law.
Which law is that?
1172A.
State law?
New York State vehicle and traffic law.
Who state U.S. state constitution refers to the U.S. Constitution as the supreme law of the land. Is that correct?
We're not doing this, sir.
If you're not doing it, then I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Right, so now Soft Stick Karen follows through on his dumb threat to call 911 on the cops, unnecessarily tying up a dispatcher for about 5 minutes or so. But on the bright side, it does lead to the arrival of a no-nonsense supervisor and the arrest he deserves. But yeah, I think he should be arrested just for this alone.
This 203 responded.
203, did you say you're responding here?
Yep, I'm on my way there now.
I don't know. It'd be nice to have a backup now.
We're calling 911.
More.
County, just so you're advised, this driver's calling 911.
Oh, again? Didn't he just call 911?
Niagara County 911, where's your emergency?
Yeah, I don't know where it exactly is. What road am
We're
I
on
on?
Rui
officers?
Road, sir.
Do we?
We're on Rui Road.
Rui?
We're at the
Okay,
scene
I'll
of
let
crime.
the officer explain. Right now, I have a couple police officers. I'm trying to assert my
I've got a couple police officers.
rights under the Constitution. First Amendment, separation of church of state, which states clearly in the First Amendment that the freedom of exercise of religion, that freedom of exercise, if Congress can't pass a law, then they can't violate, the Judicial Department can't enforce the law. That's the supreme law of the land. I'm asserting that with these officers, they're pulling me over for a traffic violation, which is state law. And on the federal level, they refuse to abide by their oath of office to the Constitution. Now they're acting under the 10th Amendment, which states clearly that the state or the people, it's not exclusive to the state. So that said, they don't have any authority nor jurisdiction in this matter. Even if I did go through a stop sign, there's nobody that was hurt or injured, which doesn't make it a crime. And since I follow common law, which is 5 of the 10 commandments, no murder, no theft, no coveting, no bearing false witness, and no adultery, they are currently committing an insurrection. Well, I don't know if I did or not. That's what they're proclaiming, but state law doesn't supersede federal law. Federal law, First and 10th Amendment, as well as the 9th Amendment apply here, and they're violating their own.
I call him a duck or a douche. Lynn, thank you so much for the $5 super chat for the backup dongle fund. Yeah, because we all know I'm going to lose the new one. Thank you so much, Lynn.
The Constitution, which in turn would make them insurrectionists.
Oh,
Wow,
insurrection.
would you like some dressing with that unholy amount of word salad? That poor dispatcher, she's not there to listen to your pseudo-legal ramblings. She's there to respond to real emergencies. Why are these two officers letting this continue? I know they're trying to de-escalate the situation, but allowing him to abuse 911 is just ridiculous.
Now, I have police officers in my family and what have you. Sure, my name is Richard Ewert. Driver's license, Ewert, E-W-E-R-T. And just for fun, because I don't have any problem with giving them my license and what have you, I'm just kind of asserting my rights at the moment. My driver's license number, if you...
Wow. He's
One.
giving the dispatcher the DL number.
So again, if you want to have the argument about it being commercial or what have you, because that's what driving is referencing, that's why you would need a license if you're working under.
You know, in my opinion, police officer uniforms generally look very uncomfortable, but this guy's shirt looks super comfortable.
Commercial, which I technically am at the moment, but nevertheless, the Ninth Amendment still applies.
Oh, right. So he's sticking with the soft sit script, even when to him it doesn't apply. Now, that's some high-level mental gymnastics you have to perform to justify your position there, or he's just a liar. Anyway, now he tries to equate what he claims to be a violation of his constitutional rights to someone either having a cardiac arrest and or breathing problems. This is disgusting.
Do you have an emergency?
The emergency is these cops are violating my constitutional rights and they
Their
refuse to leave.
lieutenant's on the way over to speak with you. You can speak with the lieutenant when he gets there. But unfortunately, right now, you're tying up an emergency line for somebody that could be in cardiac arrest or having trouble breathing or having chest pain.
Well, they did try to say that I have to step out of the vehicle and they're trying to demand things out of me. They're acting like they have the authority when they're public servants.
On the way there, you can speak with the lieutenant when he gets there, okay?
Alrighty. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
So in other words, get off the line, you selfish, narcissistic, entitled Karen, who
Or, as Ben would say, you said get, which get is definitely a term we need to bring over to the U.S. because it's great.
has the nerve to call 911 an emergency line and equate a real-life emergency to a supposed constitutional violation. And yes, he posted this body cam to YouTube himself, so obviously he thinks this makes him look good. But like I said, yeah, he's a narcissistic Karen, so of course he did.
Where were you headed to when you were driving down there?
I'm delivering some food.
Where are you delivering?
Go ahead.
I don't know the exact.
He's freaking delivering food, which puts him smack dab in the land of commercial.
Well, you've been doing DoorDash for?
I've been doing Uber and like.
10-4, we heard.
Like I said, I don't have any problems with you guys. I'm not a defund the police or anything like that. I'm fully on your side, but when it comes to constitutional rights, especially with the Democrats being the way they are, I'm making sure that I'm asserting my rights.
Do you have that rental agreement on you, sir?
No, it's actually at home.
Yeah, speaking of the rental agreement, I wonder if he knows that intentionally breaking the law in one of their vehicles is a violation of that agreement.
Right. He's renting a freaking car too, which every rental agreement that I've ever seen, which I've seen tens of thousands probably, because I used to be in the industry, says that you must follow state traffic laws, present your driver's license, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe you should have read it before using it to pull this right to travel BS. Also, why is it that the people who claim to not have problems with the police are always the first ones to give police the most hassle?
I guess my thing is you don't believe me that you ran directly through a stop sign. You didn't stop at all. You went directly through a stop sign and are speeding.
Well, I wouldn't say I was speeding. I wouldn't know that. But again, the stop sign, to me, I didn't see the stop sign. So if I did, it's because I didn't see it.
That's fine. And we could have gone a whole different route over this. Other than
exactly, and I just wanted to ask you questions, and then you didn't refuse to answer
questions.
It is my job.
To you. I came up to you. All
it doesn't make a difference.
Driver's license.
Again, you're the public servant, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea until I get used to the YouTube rules.
But so if I ask you a question, if you wanted to keep it cordial and everything, you would have answered the question.
Right, but you're not even identifying who you were to me.
I don't have to identify
you. Do, though, because you're driving on a New York State roadway. You need to produce...
And round we go in circles. Honestly, this is starting to feel a bit like Groundhog Day, but thankfully the supervisor has arrived to put a stop to this nonsense. Yeah, let's see him work his magic.
Sir, it has nothing to do with
to travel.
You can speak with my supervisor.
Okay, it's New York State law. This is the traffic stop. Identify yourself, or you're going to be arrested for obstruction and a misdemeanor.
All right. You have an oath to the Constitution, is that correct?
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
It's time to get out of the car.
See you, Bill.
So if you go and do what you're doing,
Yeah.
You're violating your old Constitution.
Nope.
Yes.
You're detained right now. You're accused of committing a crime, a vehicle and traffic law. You have to identify yourself. It's basic when you're 16 years old and you get your license. I'm Lieutenant Swift at 203. You identify yourself to these officers right now.
Exactly. The supervisor makes a great point. Even 16-year-olds know how this all works. That is until the odd one goes down the soft sit rabbit hole and gets owned by a veteran New York cop who then impounds his car. But that's a different video.
Why are you not identifying yourself?
With 477,000 views.
911 call, I give him my driver's license number and everything. But as far as that's concerned, again, you have an oath of the Constitution. Are you going to allow me to speak? I'll clarify this for you.
Yep. Are you going to identify yourself?
Are you going to allow me to clarify everything?
Yes.
So I already did on the 911 call. I actually gave you, did you happen to take notice of the driver's license number that I gave? They could ran it.
Well, we wouldn't be able to do that because we're having a conversation while you were giving that
So
to
either way,
dispatch.
right, you have an oath of the Constitution. Now, keep in mind, I don't need anybody. Again, as I iterated to them, my uncle was first sergeant military. My cousin is works as police over in my county, Genesee County, right? So I have no problem with the police.
You keep saying the word you don't have a problem with the police, yet you misuse 911, which can have serious consequences, as stated by the dispatcher. To report 2 cops for pulling you over for a violation you agreed was wrong because you tried to justify it. That doesn't sound like the actions of a man-baby who likes the police now, does it?
What I'm doing right now is I'm asserting my rights. I'm making sure you're abiding by your oath to that Constitution. Why is that important to this? Because what I'm saying to you right now, because as much as you're trying to come at me, keep in mind I have the full legal right to remove Joe Biden from his office right now with the same contract.
All right, now we just need you to roll up the window so he can smash it.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Do you know what year it is?
Do you know what year it is?
He's treating him
You
like
know what year it is.
Okay.
Interesting how he can't answer any of the questions, only repeat the same ones back. Also, this officer's reaction to him saying he has the full legal right to remove Joe Biden from office. Something I would love to see him try, by the way, for obvious reasons.
Let me clarify this for you, because you want to have this kind of argument. Do you proclaim December the 12th month?
Of the year? Yes.
Even though the word itself literally means
Sir, I don't know if
so exactly.
I don't know if
you don't know.
I want to help you. I don't know if it's a mental
I want to help people too.
Is this a mental health issue or you?
That sounds like you do have one, because if you proclaim December to be the 12th month when it literally means the 10th, means you're probably not in your right mind.
Identify yourself to these police officers, please. Right now, identify yourself to these police officers.
So are you doing an insurrection against people?
You're about to be removed from this vehicle. Shut the car off. Shut the car off. Shut the car off.
Let's go, Rick. Ready?
Shut the car off. Just shut it off right now. Shut it off. Get out of the car. Step out.
Oh, on the back.
Go over.
So now you just committed assault.
On your stomach right now. Give me your hand.
Now you just committed
Relax
assault.
your arm. Your hand. Relax your arm.
Soft-sit hypocrisy never fails to amuse me. For the last 20 minutes, he's been arguing that New York state law doesn't apply to him, because reasons. Yet as soon as the cuts go on, he cites a New York penal law. Amazing.
I am fully
You
committed assault.
No, you tried to close the window on me after I told you to get out of the vehicle. Give you multiple chances.
All right. It's a little lesson in jiu-jitsu. Do you see the officer's forearm, top of his forearm against the top of this guy's forearm while he's pressing against the shoulder blade? That's going to immobilize the shoulder. And if this guy tries to resist his arms in that position, it's going to hurt like hell.
This is identify yourself.
Now I told you quite often that you're insurrectionists against people.
Double cup on him? No. Do you have any weapons in the car?
No, now you're performing illegal search and seizure. Violation of the 4th Amendment.
And why am I not surprised that he doesn't understand how the 4th Amendment works?
One,
All right, sir. All right, brother. If you want, roll to your side here. You can sit on your bottom. Sit up. Ready? Up on your feet.
1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3. Okay. Back this way. Please pat him down. Yes, sir.
I don't have any weapons.
Oh, we gotta check you anyway.
I have the right to wear them anyway under the Second Amendment.
Well, if he had a horn, he could be a narwhal.
Okay.
Dude, I don't think they're challenging your Second Amendment rights. It's just asking as a courtesy because you're getting arrested and your vehicle, which is full of cold DoorDash or Uber Eats orders, is going to car jail. So they need to take an inventory. Not everything is an attack on your rights.
Oh, Mr. Blurbox. Oh, let's get the massager again.
Have a seat, sir.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
He needs a horn.
Right, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. The ride to jail and booking in process was mostly uneventful. There were a couple of funny moments where he started with the soft sit script in the back of the police car, but the officer just turned the music up to drown him out. I can't play that for copyright reasons, but if you would like to see that and the rest of the video, then I will provide a link to the original in the description. Right, so according to the police report, he was charged with obstruction, fingerprinted and released on an appearance ticket. The vehicle, which belonged to Hertz, was apparently a road hazard and impounded. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel.
Is that cold? Let's see. It was 9 degrees when I woke up. It's snowing right now. It's freaking cold where I am. Cold. And by the way, nobody probably got a notification. Well, I don't know how notifications work when I just hit. I didn't schedule this. I just hit live and then I started going. Oh, do. Well, I wonder if we're going to see that guy again. Oh, wait. That's the next video. Let me just check something real quick. Screens. Hang on. I just got to move some stuff around. Oh, come on. All right. Part 2. Hang on. Oh, do you remember this guy? Well, he's back again. Oh, wait, it's over here.
Hey, good evening, Officer Radeski, University Police. The reason I stopped you is when you made a right on red over there. There's 2 signs that said do not make a right on red.
I didn't see him. But regardless, just letting you know, I have First Amendment immunity from state as well as federal prosecution. I'm also in court in regards to this, and I have escalations constitutional challenge all the way up to the Attorney General. Everything else, you're technically in violation of Penal Code 55.10, 10.00, 135.00, which is unlawful detention, 135.05, 135.60, coercion third degree, 135.065, coercion first degree, 195.00, official misconduct, grounds for impeachment, which even the governor can't pardon because, again, I have supreme sovereignty. That's Article 2, Section 2 of the New York State Civil Rights Code.
Okay.
The police power under Article 15, Section 290. Do you want me to continue, or?
No, I don't want you to continue because it's not relevant right now. Right now, I have probable cause to stop you because you violated a vehicle and traffic law.
No, that's Title 18, Section 241, conspiracy. Oh, that doesn't make a difference. Yep. And I have supreme sovereignty. Like I said, I'm recording this.
All right,
So I'm going to carry on because, again, I'm already in court and I already win my court battles, right?
You need to get your driver's license.
No, you don't have that. Again, I'm going to assert this principle. I'm going to assert all the laws because obviously you don't know the law.
Oh, okay.
So you got Title 18, Section 241, conspiracy against rights, which applies to you too.
Okay.
242, deprivation of rights under the color of law, right? So you're acting under color of law, right? 249, hate crimes, all three of which are domestic terrorism, handled by the FBI.
Terrorist?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep, and I already have, like I said, I have this filed up all the way to the Attorney General.
Okay.
So then you have 1201, kidnapping. I mean, unless you say that, well, right now you're unlawfully detaining me, right?
You're lawfully detained because this is a traffic stop.
No, you don't probable cause. You don't have reasonable articulable suspicion.
Violating a traffic control.
So when it comes to 249, 241, so again, sir, I am advising you clearly. That way I can put this into the court system and everything else.
You can also request their body
I already do that. Trust me, I'm already posting online.
I think Van said something about the officer didn't show up to his first case, and I think that's why it was dismissed.
And everything too. So that said, like I said, because this is going to be recorded and everything, you're violating my religious freedom.
Religious freedom?
Yes, as a Messianic Jew, aka Orthodox Christian, which predates Catholicism.
Okay.
I'm strict.
Lesson, but this isn't relevant to this.
Yeah, it is relevant because you're violating my rights. My rights are relevant.
So you have the right to drive a car on New York State roads without insurance, without registration.
Well, technically, this. Well, actually, I do have a Brady motion to where I'm going to disqualify having to have a license. I do have a driver's.
Oh, he's got a Brady motion.
Driver's license, but I'm advising you clearly that way.
State is it in?
It's New York State.
Oh, okay. All right. Can I
Yeah.
have it?
No.
Why not?
Because right now I'm informing you clearly of all the laws that you're in violation of.
That you're on a traffic stop right
So
now.
I'm already informing you that I have supreme sovereignty under. No. I'm supreme sovereign. You're my.
No. Yes. You know, when I saw this at first time, I thought this was a speech impediment, but now I know for sure it's not. It's just him being a dildo, basically.
Servant.
No.
Yes. That is how that works.
So you're on a traffic stop.
So you are my servant. You are violating the law, and I am informing you of all the laws that you're in violation of.
Okay.
Because you are my servant, and you will listen.
Okay. All right.
Don't interrupt my investigation. You're obstructing justice under 1512. Right? That's obstruction of justice under Title 18, Section 1512.
Okay, great.
Then you have 2381, treason. 2382, misprision.
I don't think he does. I really don't.
Treason. 2383, rebellion or insurrection. 2384, seditious conspiracy.
Okay.
Also, likewise, 485.05, hate crimes, because you're attacking me based on my religious principles. My religious principles.
I stopped you because I'm
No, any law that doesn't make a difference, because when it comes to 242 and 241 as well as 249, it says any law. You understand English?
Any law?
So any law that violates the rights of people is automatically null and void of law. That's Marbury versus Madison. I'm asserting my rights. Any single law that violates the rights of the people is automatically null and void of law. That's Marbury versus Madison. Maybe don't understand Supreme Court case law precedents.
No, I guess I didn't go to
So you have to have a compelling state interest for me to violate my rights. That's
that's what he's doing.
American jurisprudence on constitutional acts. I have no obligation to obey an unconstitutional act. This is unconstitutional. You have Article 1, Section 1 of the New York State Constitution states quite clearly I can't be deprived of any of my rights. I am asserting my rights, so if you're going to attack me, I'm ultimately, okay, because I've already.
Yeah, I don't think he has a stutter either. I think he's just trying to make noise to overtalk the officer because he didn't do any of this out of some sort of normal speech pattern the first time. I think he's just trying to have all of the words in the conversation.
Already been pulled out of my vehicle and falsely arrested and everything else, and I would want.
Why would that have happened?
Because they didn't want to listen in the same context that you don't want to listen. And I guess what? No, I'm telling you what my rights are. You're trying to violate the law. And again, that's void ab initio.
Oh my God.
So anything court order, you can't have a judge sign anything. You can have him come down here. I'm going to give you my license ultimately. You're putting me under duress, and I'll do that. Okay. Well, but at the same time, I'm asserting the very principle.
How about you give me
No, I will do that as soon as. Nope. I didn't. You're trying to overtalk me. You're controlling the stop, right?
Who's trying to overtalk who? Who's trying to control the stop?
Right? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm the one that initiated.
So, sir, could you put him under arrest for violating Penal Code 45.05?
You're just prolonging this.
So
you're making this more difficult.
You're making it more difficult because you don't want to listen. I have supreme sovereignty. That's Article 2, Section 2 of the New York State Civil Rights Code. Supreme sovereignty in the people. No authority under any pretense whatsoever can be exercised over the citizens of the state without paraphrasing the last part, consent of the people. So without my consent, and you don't have any implied consent, you don't have the authority. You're coercing me. That's Penal Code 135.60 and then 135.65 to give up my rights under the pretense that you have the authority. You're in violation of the Fourth Amendment as well, right? I'm not securing my persons and my property. Article 1, Section 1 of the New York State Constitution says quite clearly I can't be deprived of any of my rights without a jury of my peers. Right? Then you have Article 1, Section 3 of the New York State Constitution when it comes to religious freedom that can't be discriminated against. You're discriminating against me.
Why is that?
Because you're attacking me on my religious principles.
I didn't know.
Well, it doesn't make a difference. I'm telling you right now, and you're trying to make unlawful commands against me.
No, they don't. They get flexibility is what they get. I'll tell you my diplomat story after this, if I remember.
Trying to force me to do things against my will, which is, again, that's unlawful detention. But, well, you're not enforcing law if you're busy breaking the law. You understand that concept? That's
Are you familiar with New York State?
Are you familiar with the Constitution of the United States of America? Are you Yeah, but again, you're in violation of a multitude of laws. Again, I'm documenting it. Or do you just want to keep reiterating? Because you're making it more difficult. So I'm giving you a chance to do.
I'm probably just reading and thinking too quickly. My bad.
Do your job, right? I'm not going to do, at the moment, I'm not going to get out of the car because I'm filming this. And I'm not done telling you everything I'm going to tell you.
Uh-oh, kids are home.
All right, so let me finish what I'm saying. I got to.
Need that water.
All right. So
he needs that beard shampoo that Biggin uses, that purple stuff, because he's got one of those yellow mustache beards. Just saying.
Then you have Article 15, Section 290.
I know. I'm sorry.
The Executive Code, written by the legislature that says it's the police power to protect the rights of the people for the public health, safety, welfare, and order. You have no victim. And again, I have a Brady motion. I can show you videos if you wanted me to where I'm going to win the court case and I'm going to fire the judge. I'm having him recused for the exact same principle. So you can't hide behind the judge because I can fire them. Right? That's David O'Connor out of Village of Corfu, New York. Right? Because that's a motion to recuse, because if you put bias on the record, which he did, that's grounds for his fire me. So that
this guy loves his freaking Brady motion. And thanks for putting this up there, Leslie.
Again, that's 195.00. Your official misconduct grounds for impeachment. That's you're depriving me of my benefits for your own benefit.
right.
That applies to the judge
This is your
too.
last chance to
Oh,
give
thank
us your
God.
license and registration.
So I don't have a registration because again, it's a rental vehicle.
Okay.
But again, I'm
A
asserting
rental
all of the
agreement.
principles. It might be in the glove box, but give me a moment because again, if you keep interrupting me, it's only going to
No.
prolong it because you're putting me under duress, which is
I'm going to arrest you for obstruction.
you're obstructing justice. That's
Justin,
195.00.
you're obstructing
Right? You're
Justin.
unlawful. You're obstructing your own justice.
Okay.
But nevertheless, I'll come out of the vehicle and I'll give you my license
Okay. All right.
and what have you.
Why don't you stay in the vehicle? Give me your license.
You want?
He didn't like getting pulled out the first time, so he's gonna do it on his own this time.
Wanted to do a Terry stop and you want to force me out. I'm giving you my license.
All right, turn around, face the vehicle, man. Face the vehicle, man. Hey. Face the vehicle.
I'm giving you my license.
You're not giving anything right now. You're going to cuffs
Justin.
right now, okay? When they show the cops, you're going on the ground. Hold on.
I am not resisting. I'm giving you my license. Dude, seriously.
You should have done this from the start.
I afforded. I'm not fighting. I am not resisting.
Give us a hand.
Oh my God, seriously. Yeah.
He doesn't look
I
like
told you, you're obstructing justice 195.05 yourself. This is kidnapping right now, which is Title 18, Section 1201. Get the FBI. Call the 911.
Call the 911 and the FBI.
I am not obstructing because I told you directly I was going to take my license. You told me to get out of the car. No, I did not. I did not as a friend. You're violating my religious principle. You're trying to put me in class with me. Yes. This is a hate crime called 4505.
Okay. I don't think I can hear him anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Oh.
My cuffs on the ground? Hey, someone keep them up in. All right. Someone has his wallet? Okay. You can probably seize the phone rather than he's been recording you. We'll take the phone too.
Next step is I call 911 and I get.
Okay. Wow. God, I might need to bring out my mixer just to make an actual song with the dead. No, that would just be too irritating. Like how he told one officer to arrest the other officer, but then he also said all laws are null and void. He's fun. You know, a lot of times I kind of want to see some of these people back, but I don't think I want to see this guy anymore. And Ace, I wouldn't call him a Moor. I don't, Moors claim they're Moroccan, and they just kind of have a different jargon. But he's definitely a duck, or a douche, or he's just or whoever said idiot. That's a good one too. He reminds me of more of the pizza guy. Yeah, that too. All right. Let's take a quick break from the from the soft sits. Hold on. A douchey duck.